Of course, you know we're live here on the stream.tv. We are missing one of our co-hosts, but she'll be back next week. I'm one of your co-hosts, Cha-Cha Channon Dade, and we're so glad you're joining us with your virtual presence. Now, Nadia will be back next week, but we want to make sure we give her a shout out, Nadia Beddini. Also, to my far right, I got my girl, Megan Thomas.
Hey, how y'all doing?
And of course, always to my immediate right, Miss Shawn Richardz.
Hello, 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 hello.
Classy.
I know, always.
Classy today.
Classy ratchet. Classy ratchet.
Classy.
And country. No, I thought you was country.
I'm country, yes.
You
yes.
country ratchet. Okay, country ratchet. Now, this episode was called Beauties in the Fast Lane, but I think it should have been Aiden Runs All the Lanes. He just steals my heart. Tell us what you think. Hit that hashtag RHOAAS. Send us your questions, because we got some good stuff coming up with our questions. So you want to stay tuned and make sure you use that hashtag. All right, first topic of the day is the recap of the trip with Cynthia and Nene. I like how they were going back and forth on that whole thing.
Yes.
What do you, I think Cynthia is a totally different Cynthia now than when she first did this friend contract.
She's cooler.
Yeah.
I think she's cooler.
Really?
I would rather be her friend now than before.
That's a good point.
She wouldn't have had much of an opinion or sense of humor before.
Yeah.
To me, I think this is, I'm hoping this is really her. I don't know.
Ooh.
I'm hoping, because you're liable to see something new happen, like in maybe 2 more episodes.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
But I think she really misses, I think she misses Nene.
She
Nene.
misses NeNe and Nene. She misses
does.
both of them because she was humored by her. There was a lot of
Yeah.
things about NeNe and her friendship that you could see that she was inspired by.
Right, and who keeps the friend contract? First of all, why did you have a friend contract? But secondly, the fact that she still had the friend contract and Mallory knew where to go find it tells me that she really is NeNe's friend and was cherishing her little contract.
Yes.
That contract was in the files, probably where the tax stuff was.
Why did she
For
sign
bar one?
it?
Bar one.
Stop. Y'all so wrong. Y'all leave bar one alone. Bar one is good.
It is.
But it was in a really serious file. If you look, it wasn't like just sitting on the kitchen table on the refrigerator, was it?
It wasn't. It was filed away. It was
See?
filed away. But do you think Nene's recap and Cynthia's recap were accurate?
I think, you know what? Oh, as I was listening to it, I was like, okay, because there's always 2 sides to every story. So,
3.
3 sides, right. Yours, mine, and the truth. And so, as I'm hearing it, okay, both of them told their sides of the story, which was accurate to them.
Yes.
But it was, I mean, nobody really lied, but you can see how people view things, the same situation, through their own eyes.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
like, okay, well, she's not wrong, but I don't like the way she did that, but I can see why she thought the way she did.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Shawn, I see you lurking.
Oh gosh. You know what? I mean, even Greg was having respect.
Yes,
he was
Right.
like, NeNe, really? You can't say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, she knows she was wrong about
Yeah, she
certain-
did. She was like, well, I just had to ask if she was done.
And she know that was shade. That was so,
Yeah, she
Greg
does.
knew it was shade. Everybody knew it was shade. Come on.
Yes, it
Nene.
was. All right, so they recapped their trip. So let's, all at the same time, Raleigh's 11!
Oh my gosh.
She's not. What are they feeding the children these days? Because Riley looks so developed. She
Developed and
fed.
I'm talking about she got
That's
more
corn
breasts than
fed.
me. She's tall. She got weave. Why is her mama let her wear weave at 11?
No.
And why is she
no.
talking like a grown woman to her mama?
She looks her mom in the
South,
eye
that
and
just
tells
doesn't
her.
happen.
Yeah, no, in the South you do not do that.
You know,
I mean,
you too old.
yeah. No. I mean,
you'll get popped in the mouth.
the peaches out there must be on steroids. They must put steroids in the peaches and they give them the fruit every morning because that kid she's so developed.
Right.
Her brain is overly developed. She's a very smart girl, but
Yeah.
a little fresh for me.
Yeah.
And then I guess because also Kayla, you compare her to Kayla. Kayla's 18 and Kayla's
Oh, my
little. She's skinny, she's
God,
small. So
yeah.
you put them together, it looks like Riley and her are the same age.
Yes.
So when Riley said 11, I thought she was being funny. Like,
People
she was
online,
like
people
13.
online.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Tell us what you think. Make sure you hit that hashtag RHOAAS and tell us if you think she is, well, she's 12 now.
She's
But
12.
when they
My
filmed it, she was
Sorry.
11. So they were talking about this whole conversation about the baby. Now, and the masturbatorium room with Dr.
Right.
Jackie. It's always good to see
There's
Dr.
only one
Jackie.
doctor out there.
I know, it's like, at least she's back, black and not Jewish lawyer.
Yeah, because he would have been the GYN too, the OBGYN as well.
Yes, for sure. So what do you guys think about their venture into this whole fertility thing going on with Kandi and Todd, and it might be his sperm? We know now it's not. He's got many swimmers.
Yeah, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad they are taking a proactive approach to having a baby because they really want one, and they went to go find out what the issue is. Let's try to correct it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, especially if they're trying to have a boy.
Yes.
Which we know scientifically now you can pick a boy out.
And you can have a food diet.
You gotta pay for that now. But I'm happy for them, and I do hope that they have a baby, and it's gonna change the dynamic of that household for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for them.
So.
Look at Sean's face.
You know, my thing is, you got to judge Todd by his first reaction. He hasn't really, I mean, he's going with her because she's basically pushed him. She's been in his ear, but I don't necessarily know if this is something that he really wants to do. I think he really likes his life the way it is. He loves Kandi to death.
Yeah.
He loves their lifestyle, but a baby, I don't.
You know what?
She's pushing it more than him.
I think
Sure.
so.
And I think you've got to check that. You've got to check that.
Yeah, that's a
And
red
they're
flag.
But here's the
newlyweds.
thing, how many men really usually are the one pushing for children? I mean, typically most men aren't pushing for kids. Sometimes you have a
just
few
not
exceptions,
responsible.
but most men are kind of like, I'm not really trying to grow up. I mean, but if you want to have a baby, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like the normal step that they would take, even though they don't have to necessarily
Right.
in this marriage. But what do you think would be a good boy name for them? Because they were trying to decide on boy names.
Burruss Tucker.
Burruss Tucker, you like Burruss?
Burruss Tucker. Oh, you mean like it's his first
That's his
name?
last name.
He's probably gonna
That's
get beat
kinda
up.
nice.
He's gonna get beat up a little bit, but Burruss Tucker's a cute name.
I actually like that. I do
I
like
like
that.
it. He is gonna get beat up with a name like
I think
that.
they should go with Cod. Mix in Todd and
He's really
Kandi.
gonna get beat up for that.
No, but Cod is good.
No, he's gonna get beat up every day.
Okay,
of his life.
Spell it with
okay.
a K, though. Spell it with a K.
Yeah, exactly. All
Con
right.
Tucker.
Speaking of getting beat up, let's move on to the prison.
So wrong.
Apollo and Phaedra. First of all, what did you think of Apollo's conversations with his son, his conversation with his sons?
You know what I did? It moved my heart. It moved my heart.
Uh-huh.
I was sad. I was like, because this is a real, you can see him trying to explain to his sons what's going to happen. But Aiden is, even though he's very, very smart, very bright, so cute.
Yes.
You can see, like, okay, how do you really explain to your child,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be here for a really long time?
Right.
And so I appreciate him trying to take that time to speak to his sons about it, even though it's a very sensitive, tough topic for a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
But, he tried, and it made me sad because he's really gonna miss this. You're not, Dylan can barely talk. You're gonna miss him talking,
Yeah,
Well,
very
people
true.
should have thought of that when they did what they did.
Right.
When stealing identities.
Yeah, stealing people's identity, it's no joke. I mean, it's a huge epidemic in the United States.
Right.
And I don't know. I honestly, a little heartstring, maybe a little bit, but there was no violence with me.
Really?
None
Really?
whatsoever.
Not even for the boys?
The boys, yes, but Apollo, this is what you're grown.
Yeah.
This is not the first time at the rodeo. You've done this before. You've committed
True.
these different crimes, and they all always are centered around something regarding money, and
Yeah.
you were married to someone who has a extremely strong work ethic, right?
Right. And Faith.
And Faith, she's a huge prayer. So why couldn't you just keep it going?
Well, she knew what she was getting into.
That's why I don't feel bad I feel bad for the kids.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
violence for me. Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, it does.
And I have to say, the conversation makes me think of how do you even have this conversation, to begin with, and the whole Ferguson, and how do you have these conversations with young little black boys? I can't even imagine. It's just I feel for Apollo,
Right.
unlike you.
And then if you think about it, 8 years from now, Dylan's gonna be 10, and then Aiden's gonna be 12, 13. Like, that's a long time.
Yes.
Well, you know what though? He has a strong mother and a strong
He does.
grandmother.
He
And
does.
honestly, maybe his energy shouldn't be around raising those kids anyway.
Do you think him saying that Daddy won't be gone forever makes up for that? He kept emphasizing that.
I don't think because you have to understand, children don't understand the concept of forever.
Yeah.
They can barely understand the concept of an hour.
Tomorrow.
Or like 5 minutes in the corner. That's
exactly.
forever.
Yeah.
So
they will tell you that's forever too.
Right. So I don't think he really gets it. You can't really explain that to a child that young.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate him trying and not pushing that responsibility off on Phaedra.
Okay. Well, you guys make sure you tell us what you think. Hit that hashtag RHOAAS and let us know your opinion on that. As well as Cynthia's closet. Yes. To die for.
That closet was like the size of a studio apartment in New York City. I'm not.
I'm from sure.
I mean, I grew up in New York. I know that
Yes.
really it was the size of that. Oh
It
my
was
God.
to die
It
for.
just
We
makes
just
me
gotta
happy.
go.
I feel like you have a bad day, you just go in your closet and be like, I'm just gonna sit here on the floor, having a bad day.
Do you think it was a good idea for her to bring Kenya and Claudia along?
Yes,
To the sports bar? Okay.
Okay. Single men, sports bar, road trip with some crazy chick.
Yes. Now, Phaedra's dental appointments. Do you guys think that was legit?
She sounded like a liar when she said that. She had her live voice on. Her live voice.
Her live voice?
She did.
What's her live voice?
It was tired.
No, but did you even think? Yeah, she's a lawyer. She's a lawyer too. You're right. That's so funny. No. But to me, I didn't really. Why would she come with them? She doesn't really like to hang out with those girls
I don't think
that
she
much.
was going to come with him. I think she was just going to meet them there.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Because she's
that's
a
waste
single lady?
of it.
I don't think she's got too much going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't even know how that came up, how Phaedra even came up as an option.
I mean, just to be nice, I think she was asking everybody.
Why
who
did they
else she wanted
invite
to go.
Demetria? And
She probably did.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just probably didn't.
I just
know.
think, yeah,
They
people
were
couldn't
busy.
make it.
Busy
Right.
making money. Okay. Do you think Cynthia's right in saying Noelle is more mature than Kenya?
Yes. Kenya's not. I mean, but Kenya's like, you can't really.
She's fun.
She's fun. She's in her, what? She's in her 40s?
Yeah.
She's never been
young.
married. She doesn't have any children. So what? Like, she's allowed to be like this. She's allowed to be immature and carefree and fun and crazy because she has no responsibilities in that arena.
Right.
Exactly.
So, I mean, yeah, she's immature, but
And
hey,
listen, everybody
I want to take her on a road trip.
Exactly. And you always want to have some single girls to mix up the whole
You do,
vibe.
you
just
do.
do. You
Right.
just do. So
We want to give a shout out to Chick-fil-A that you can get in the South everywhere, you were saying.
Right.
They're out here now.
They're out
here, but they're not like a plethora. Like the
right.
Waffle House.
That's
in the
true.
South, you always go to the Waffle House.
A Waffle House,
24/7.
Chick-fil-A. Man, you don't know how much you miss Chick-fil-A.
Oh, my
There's only
gosh.
one in your city.
I know.
Polynesian sauce on the waffle fries.
I know.
Okay, but
It's
anyway,
about good food. So let's talk about the good food we saw at Sports One.
Wait. We ain't talking about the moon.
The moon.
The moon. Kenya mooning in the car.
Oh, yes.
but
yes.
it wouldn't be me.
It was all a part of the
Would
immaturity.
y'all, if you were in that car, what would you have done if Kenya
I would have
mooned?
laughed. Thank you,
would've laughed?
Kenya.
Of course.
Yeah, I would have.
But I wouldn't have mooned. I wouldn't have
I
mooned.
probably would have mooned. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
I can't see you mooning.
Nowadays with the phones and stuff, I'm
your
real
booty is
funny.
forever.
Okay, but you don't see a face. You see a booty, so you don't know who the booty belongs to. Okay.
But that's a Kenya booty, which I think is real.
And I think it's real too. Sorry, I think it's real too.
So that's a forever
not.
booty.
It's real.
All right, so let's talk about Sports One and Peter. And he, did you guys know 2 weeks ago he did a casting call from Sports One? He's trying to be the Lisa Vanderpump on Beverly Hills Housewives. He's trying to do that with his Sports One that he has with Cordell.
So like a
Can you believe
reality
that?
show for-
Yes, he's trying to do a
Okay,
reality
like a
show from
spin-off of
Sports
that.
One. Yeah.
Okay.
He's trying to get that peach, honey. He's
He's
going to
get
get
his
a show.
speech by any means necessary. That's all I got
So
to
what
say.
do you think this contract between him and Cordell is comprised of?
Well, he was fanboying when he first met Cordell. So
Yes, he was jocking him.
It doesn't surprise me that he decided to go into business with him.
Yes, for sure.
He loves sports. It's a guy thing, and Cordell has extra money since he didn't pay Portia any.
Right, and as much as you guys be talking bad about Peter and
Oh
his business acumen, Peter is actually a really, really good businessman. And
He knows.
And
what
he
needs
knows
to do.
bars. He knows nightlife, and it's in the turnaround. Because think about how many clubs have you known that are still around for 20 years?
Right.
The turnover is pretty high. So to me, it's like you get in, you make your money, you get out. Open another one, you get in, you get out. So
Yes.
he knows his business very well. And I'm not even gonna lie, I don't think it's a bad idea that Cordell got into business in this type of business with him.
Yeah, good exposure,
It's
free exposure.
it's gonna always be lucrative.
Yes, and
Sports
let's talk
and
about
guys.
Claudia and Cordell. Okay, first of all, was that a setup or what?
Set up.
That was a huge.
Don't fall for
A huge
this.
setup. But do you think they would make a good couple if it wasn't a setup?
No.
Why?
No.
Why not?
I mean, she's very.
She's smart.
She's very.
That is so wrong.
And she knows how to put sentences together.
So wrong and so true.
No, I can't see that at all.
Okay.
No, just her personality. She's a very independent, smart woman with an
Right.
opinion, a sense of humor.
Do you think it's okay to date someone who you're their ex that you're working with?
Yeah, it's
not
too
for me.
close.
It's too
You know,
close.
there's too many people in the world for you to date
In Atlanta, I don't know now. In Atlanta, it seems like there's an issue.
Even in any city that there's always plenty of fish in the sea. You gotta
Yes.
keep moving. To me, that is entirely too
Okay.
close. You gotta go to work every day and see this chick all the time. Do you
Right.
really want that every single day of your life?
Yes. Well, he seems to be in her league as far as looks-wise, I think.
I'm not laughing. You can look at me right now. I'm not
But you
laughing.
know
I'm being
that
very
he supposedly
serious.
was dating Match Made in Heaven guy when the show was starting, so he's really cute though.
Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah, he's cute.
He's cute.
Cordell's
And
he's smart.
Yes, that's a good way to end that. All right,
I don't
Peaches,
see
we're
them
gonna end
together,
on
by
that.
the
Now
way.
we're going to take a quick little break, but hey, don't go anywhere because for the first time we've got our first live guest right here on the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show, and it's none other than Miss Stacy J. She is a media personality, an actress, and an Atlanta socialite, so you don't want to miss it. Get your tea and come on back.
Woohoo!
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited.
So this is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot. I literally cannot. You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone,
Hold on.
bro.
That the more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy. It was hot. It was heated. I was into it.
You are gonna be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama. Tell them, go ahead, turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on the stream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
And we're back, Peaches! Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our first live guest here, Miss Stacy J. Yay! Hey, Stacy. Now, girlfriend, you have your pulse on the Atlanta scene, and you actually know the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, give us your insightful question, darling.
Well, you know, it's funny because Kandi and she had an event yesterday, and I was hanging out at Tags, and Todd was at Tags supporting his wife.
Uh-huh.
And I have to say, they're great people, and I'm a girl who totally loves love. But my concern from tonight, honestly, ladies, is, okay, so you have this guy who is, I think he was a production assistant for the show before he met Kandi, right?
Yes.
Now, me being a single woman who is all about love again, I have worked my ass off to build my empire, and I still have a lot more to do, but let me say this. First of all, Kandi has $35 million in the bank. She's worth $35 million.
Yes.
So my concern is this whole kid thing too soon. I mean, look at Halle Berry, right? She worked her ass off, and now guess what? Because this man is saying he's used to these things.
Yep.
Side eye on the card tonight, Kandi. Really? Okay. His favorite car. So he could say to the judge, well, you know, Judge, I think that she needs to, out of that $35 million, give me whatever. I don't know, but what do you guys think?
Ooh, that's a good question, Stacey.
That was so
Thank
loaded,
you so
man.
much.
I don't know.
I know, because it's got two parts to it. Ladies, I'll let you take this one first off.
Okay, well, here's what I'll say. If you're gonna get married, you should love without abandon. And that to me means if you're gonna be apprehensive and say, I don't know if this, because in any situation, whether you got $1 billion or you got 10, there's always a situation where somebody could be using you. So if you have any apprehension, like, is this person using me or not, you shouldn't get married at all.
Right.
And if you're concerned about that at all, just be friend. Like, don't even put yourself in that situation. Now, if you decide to get married and this person stabs you in the back and does that afterwards, you can't sit here and be like, well, I shouldn't have done it. Because that's always an option. Somebody could always do that to you.
Yeah.
So you should be like, you know what? If you decide to take that route later in life and take my money and take me for all I'm worth, go for it. Because I know that that's an option.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, though, but don't you think there should be, when did they just get married? Like maybe not even a year ago? Have they
About a year, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
What I'm saying is, if you're going to do this, because I'm a girl for love, honey, I have 4 boyfriends now, so I date 4 at one time, so all 4.
I love it.
Shouldn't there be a time frame that you wait? Just, wait it out to see, how it's going before you kind of start buying cars and... Yeah.
I'm thinking of Shereè Shepherd. The first person I thought about with this whole situation is Shereè Shepherd. Right now, she's dealing with a huge custody battle with her ex, who they had a surrogate have the baby for them, and the surrogate, the guy said he was living in a studio apartment, and now he wants money. It's just shame. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's
How many times does it happen when the tables are turned and it's the woman who is now used to living a certain lifestyle? We as a society don't have a problem when it comes to a woman saying, now I need my alimony and you got to pay me a certain amount of money if we divorce. So why is it different for a man,
Exactly. And I think it all boils down to karma's a gift, and you gotta live and learn. So Kandi's doing what she. This is how Kandi does everybody, though. She buys gifts for Riley. She buys gifts and houses for her mom, and so naturally she's gonna buy gifts for Todd. But I think she's gotta live and learn because she's been trying to get married for a while now. So
that baby, honey.
Yes, and having a
that
baby.
baby might be worth that alimony now.
Very much so. So, Stacey, we want to thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to send us a question, make sure you hit that hashtag RHOAAS. You could be our next live guest. Speaking of questions, let's go on to our next fan question, which is All Things RH at All Things RH. Is Demetria McKinney still dating Roger Bob?
Oh.
Honey, I just saw on a blog the other week, actually on Monday, that she is still dating him, and she said that this was a big sacrifice for him, for her to be on this show.
I knew it. We
you
said
gotta
that.
sacrifice the hoes, of course. It's a big sacrifice.
Megan said it. Megan said it.
I mean, you gotta sacrifice the hoes, and that's what he's mad about.
No, I knew it. We were talking about that. I was like, this guy is used to. I mean, he's used to dealing with TV executives. He's not supposed to be on camera talking about this stuff.
Do you guys think you know how reality TV is notorious for breaking up marriages, and they're not even married? Do you even think they'll A, last, B, get married?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I agree.
And she's a Virgo, so I reached out to the Virgo love. I got the Demetria and Virgo love, but I just feel something is going to open up for her, and I don't know. Maybe this is just a part of her journey, and he's not going to be in it.
Live and learn. Karma's a gift. Ooh. All right. Next fan question comes from Claudia J. Num, one fan. What do you think of NeNe's apology? Did she mean it? We kind of discussed this last week a little bit. And I think it was genuine. I really do think it was genuine. And I think Claudia turned it back up when she started attacking her about her wig and her edges again. What did you guys, did you get a chance to see it again? And do you still think the same thing?
And I think she, no, you, I don't,
what?
I don't think NeNe, oh God.
Go ahead and be a NeNe hater, girl. Go ahead and do it.
No, I just didn't think that NeNe was genuine. And it didn't ring true. Like, I didn't feel like she really meant it to Claudia. And okay, Claudia did turn it up a little bit more, but you know what? It was really nasty.
You know what? I am so surprised because me being the NeNe hater, I would expect me to have that answer. But my answer is actually, I think NeNe was genuine. I think she really was like, I think she's matured enough to say, you know what? okay, yeah, that wasn't a mature fight last night, but I'm mature enough to go, I was wrong.
Yeah.
And let me apologize for my portion of this.
Exactly.
Okay, and
Yeah.
hopefully you'll apologize for yours. But I'm wrong for this, this, and this. And I appreciate that she actually did that. And I think she was genuine because we all know NeNe doesn't apologize.
No, she doesn't, but she did. That's what matters.
Right.
Oh, gosh.
Let's give our Twitter shout outs to our Twitter fans. And first, let's do YouTube. First of all, we have some of the best YouTube and Twitter followers ever. We love you guys so much. We want to say T Days, The King's Wife, Skin So Bison 1906, Shatiba, Gray Samuels, and Corinne 89 CPT, Adrian Grant, Gabriel Malik, and Malika Diva.
Yes,
Malika Diva
from the UK.
From the UK, and Monique Williams. We've got Pat S, Shanice Makeup, Kay Alex, who was also, she's watching us live right now, Eric Brunson, Bailey Baltimore, Raven Sanchez, I apologize.
It was too much.
LBDR 333, that's Lance. Thank you for serving your country. He calls us his good toxic weirdos.
Oh,
and
great.
Princess Abarella, Reg, Lav, Core, we know what that means, Shania Turnage, and Black Rock 316, and of course, Quintessential 2. Thank you guys so much. Our Twitter shout outs, you guys are rocking it. I'm gonna try to go fast. Jennifer Durst at Jen Dursty, Daniel Harper at Denny Toes, and ex-best friend at ex-best friend. We also have Oh Boy, Jack at Bambi Jacks, and Kathy Smith at the Kathy Smith. Bravo Addiction at Vivian Cafe. We've got Miss Denny at DS Sweetie, D Sweetie T, and Kamira Hightower at Kamira Hightower, Havoc Record at Havoc Record. We have Yoshi in a parentheses official at Beautiful. We've got Ming Bob at Ming Bob, and Evan Jackson at Young Bold Regal. Drew W at Bold Cup of Drew. Claudia Jordan, #1 fan. Heart at Claudia J, #1 fan. Aisha M Heart Support at DD World, and Worldwide Celeb at Worldwide Celeb. We love you guys. The Worldwide, the WW Celeb. And Brandon DeShazer at Brandon DeShazer. Angela Crosby Lewis at Crosby273. We've got Corinne Coutinho at the Slim Goody, the _Slim Goody. Onika Day at Onika Day. Aisha Parker at the Grouchy Puppy. Rain at Style by Rain. Jocelyn Polite at Jocelyn Polite. We've got C. Michelle at Miss Well, and D Lashes at D Lashes. Mike Perez at IO_Maui. Busy Faith at Busy Faith 1. Eric Watson at Nubian 1971. Miss West at Tiara_West. And Shantae Monique. Shantae Monique at the Thrifty Styles. Aries at Bonfide _ Aries. And Rhonda.
Did a man just come to me?
Lynch. Rhonda _ Lynch. I'm losing my voice, but make sure you hit that hashtag RHOAAS. We want to know your question, Peaches. Hashtag us throughout the week, and make sure you hit that stream button. We love you.
Fabulous. Let's have a